Get your ass in here, Mike. Piranha. Tiny Tim, God rest your soul. We're trying to start. Are we going to get sued for using Tiny Tim there?
No, I own that.
All right.
I own that clip.
Don't sue us, Mike.
I own all that stuff except for the one small snippet of Tom Jones that was in there. And that song...
Dude, we don't really?
That song used to get radio play on college radio stations, and then it got immediately dropped because of the Tom Jones clip, so I took that out and sent new copies out, and people weren't interested
Well, let's
anymore.
start using that one next week.
Lord, is that really for me?
I don't want Tab Jones.
Thank you.
Tab Jones.
I was going to hit the liquor store on the way over here, but
It was my turn. We take turns.
No, it's my
rotate.
turn. I haven't done it for 3 weeks.
No. Well, because Tyler did it 2 weeks in a row. It was my turn.
Thank you. I appreciate that a
Thank
lot.
you, Tyler.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks,
he gets
Tyler.
paid more than both of us. So,
You do?
Yeah, he's kind of on the clock right now still. So,
Oh.
And we're not.
I was like,
I'm
really?
salary. I'm not hourly. So
Yeah. Yeah, that means you're always on the clock.
I'm always getting paid.
That means later when you're beating
Constantly
up
when
to
I'm
get porn at home, you're
sleeping,
getting paid.
making money.
I don't know. Did I Twitter that we were doing this? Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah, you retweeted some stuff.
I've been having Twitter, not necessarily fights, but Twitter arguments with people lately, and it's making me not want to Twitter anymore. And
You know what would be great? You're first of all,
If they never invented Twitter?
you have to continue to Twitter because you're the greatest. That's that. If you do
Aw,
anything
thanks.
well, Mike, it's take pictures.
hey, I talked to Giovanni, by the way, yesterday.
So let's not talk about that. Take pictures, talk to people, and Twitter.
Do you think those people were irritated that I wouldn't stop talking to them?
I don't know.
Is that what
No,
you're
there
talking
are
about?
nice people. All the people that came in were disturbed were getting there. Actually, the girl's hair was moving back. You were talking so fast to her. Her hair was actually blowing off of her head.
Who was the girl on the left? Was she like that other dude's girlfriend?
Yeah, the other dude.
That was my girlfriend.
Yes. It
Oh,
was
really?
David's
She's
lady
very-
friend.
Because there was a point where I was having a conversation just with her, and then I kept having to remind myself to make eye contact with him.
Okay. What would make me really comfortable or less uncomfortable is if you weren't talking to Drew about all the illegal narcotics and barbiturates you like to try and take.
Hey, how do you think I'm going
right
to feel now
before
when
we
I
come on
actually...
these mics?
When I think about the conversation I just had with him in the hallway, I'm going to absolutely regret it. Because I openly admitted that I tried to buy oxycodone from a drug dealer, and the price was too high, so I wouldn't do it.
How much was it?
Okay.
Because Mexico, they're $50 a pill.
No way. I got him at the pharmacy at CVS for $28 for 14 of them.
Yeah, but Mexico, I guess they have like Spanish fly too. So
That's crazy.
You take them and not only
Okay, the
high,
drug
but
dealer
everyone
that I
else is
asked, he's not really a drug dealer, but he knows a drug dealer. He said $40 a pop, and I said no friggin' way.
Well, let's try one next week.
Hey, were you
Get
just
one,
smelling
we'll
your
split it.
armpits to see if you
No,
had BO? Because I
was not
definitely
doing
have
that.
BO.
I was stretching my back
Because I'm going au natural with no deodorant or washing my hair.
Now I'm gonna.
Why are you doing that?
Pheromones, man. Didn't you see how it worked on those people?
So listen, we actually finally have a name for the
And
show.
plus,
Have you
Mike
heard?
just said he would.
Mike.
No, what is
Catherwood?
it?
I call him Kathy.
Yeah, what's
You
the
say I
name?
shouldn't do that. It's the Loveline After Disaster. I'm going
I
with
like
hers.
it. I like it.
See, if After and Disaster are right next to each other, and it's got a good ring to it.
I like it.
And we'll put the Loveline.
Let's get some T-shirts made.
Everyone will just call it After the Disaster. But then we get to keep the Loveline thing, especially when Tyler gets off his lazy ass and puts it on iTunes.
Yeah.
And what we need to do is
I'm not going to slam you for having a lazy ass because you seem to do a lot in regards to
He
this.
doesn't do that. He's on the internet back there
No.
all night.
Working.
No, that's what
Are you
people do
working?
when they're in a cubicle when they're supposed to be working.
Hey,
on
can
the
we talk
internet.
about how fantastic some of our Twitter followers are that have said really positive things about the show?
I think there's 4
All
of them.
girls.
Those are all my fake accounts, actually.
You know
what we're gonna do is
keep
we're
it
gonna
up then, because it's making me feel fan-friggin-tastic.
We're gonna make shirts up. It's gonna say the Loveline After Disaster. Actually, it's just gonna say the After Disaster, and then on the back, it's gonna have a quote from Nasal Matt, and it's gonna say, "Yeah, it's something to listen to."
We have to make that dude part of the show.
Yeah, it's something to listen to. And you know what? I wanted a
Great.
naked poet to be on the show, but apparently our screener failed to get her phone number for us.
Can't we get a quote from, like, the Kool-Aid guy? Hey, Kool-Aid.
I think we need to establish the
he
ground
black?
rules that we discussed yesterday, Anderson.
What is that?
To have the calls self-screen themselves.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
This is a great idea that Tyler had.
Hey, real quick. Remember those ads from the 70s where the Kool-Aid dude comes bursting through the
'cause
wall?
I'm not 40.
That made no sense because it was a glass what's that container?
thick
Plexiglass.
No, it
Very
wasn't
strong.
plexiglass. It was glass.
It's a pitcher.
It was a glass pitcher full of
With
Kool-Aid,
lead.
and somehow that broke through a brick wall, which makes no sense.
Ricks
I-
were really weak in the 70s.
It's totally illogical.
I like how you're upset
Hey,
about
Kool-Aid.
that. You're not worried about the guy the Kool-Aid talking with the black voice. That doesn't upset you or concern you.
Was it grape Kool-Aid?
So here's how it's going to go. If you're listening online and you'd like to call up with some, I don't know, just whatever was on your mind.
Here's what you don't want to call up with.
Not medical stuff.
Not medical stuff, because neither one of us can answer
But
that.
relationship stuff.
Yeah, let's answer.
And actually, if there are things growing on your penis, I can
Yeah.
say pearly penile papules or a molluscus contagiosum.
or
You've
if
been
you want
around
to
a
just... How'd you
Arthur's
know that
tunic.
word? Wow. Or if you just want to discuss something that's going on that we might know about.
But like breaking up and like,
Yeah.
you know what? What's nice is like you always hear, if I only knew what I knew now
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
And we do know because we are jackasses and we can tell. You can learn from our terrible.
Well,
terrible
Anderson
mistakes.
can say that. I don't know yet, and I still haven't learned from my mistakes, and I continue to make them over and over and over.
So if you're calling, not for Dr. Drew, not for David, not for Mike Cathwood, if you're calling for Mike Carano, Tyler, or myself, the secret
Anderson
word
Cowan.
is flutternutter, right?
Fluffer.
Fluffernutter. So what we'll do is we'll engage you. We'll ask you the secret word. If you say anything else,
that would be a good brand name for peanut butter. Fluffernutter.
here's the first one. We're gonna give this a shot. Hey there.
Hey, it's Naked Poet.
Awesome.
I'm on After Hours, and Corey Price is on in Vancouver. I've decided if I branch out solo, like Flash.
Solo?
You know,
This is the Naked Poet. Are you familiar with the Naked Poet, Mike? She is phenomenal. What was your quote last week when you were on Loveline? There was a siren in the background, and I believe she yelled, "Shut the fuck up, cunts!"
Hey, Naked Poet, I hate to be a.
I'm not
I don't want to sound like
I told my son I'd make him proud.
I don't wanna sound
My
like a typical
birthday's
pervert,
over
but how
and
do we
I
know
only
you're
hung up
naked?
so I could get laid.
How do we know you're really naked?
Oh, God, I'm sweating like a leaf. Do you mind if I get into character? Can you hold on?
Do you know anything about poetry?
Yeah. All right, I got to go get my toothbrush/vibrator.
That was awesome.
Oh, God, I almost fell over. The bottom of my pants are wrapped around my ankles.
Hey, Poet, Naked. Hold on.
Okay.
What's happening?
What
What's happening
is-
here?
That's not-
What was that phone call, by the way? Is this like a phone sex line or something?
That's the Naked Poet. She's a regular on Loveline.
But how do you know she's naked?
She didn't say the code word.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
Fluffernutter.
She's the naked.
How do you really know she's naked? That's my question. And what's the point? Even though she did have a sexy voice, and I'm
That
gonna.
was sexy to you.
Well, that part about her pants are stuck around her ankles was sexy. Maybe I'm easily turned on.
Hey, you're not saying the secret word, so I'm assuming you're calling for the wrong people. All right. Hey there.
Hi, my name is Rob.
What's
Oh,
happening,
Rob.
Rob?
Hello?
Is your
Rob?
last name a bank?
It doesn't even.
Oh my God, the hits keep coming. I'm sorry, that was so dumb, and I'm embarrassed I said it. Let's
Rob doesn't
rewind.
even rhyme with fluffernutter. Fluffernutter.
What's happening, Rob?
No, Rob's done. He didn't
Why'd
say
you do
fluff-
that?
'cause He didn't say fluffernutter. And we got
Yeah,
the Naked
but I don't
Poet.
think people. You think they really remember that part?
How could they? I said it 30. What are you, my dad? I took my dad to a movie today.
Oh, really? What was it?
I took him to the Expendables.
And
He enjoyed it thoroughly. He leaned over. My dad's losing his mind. He can't.
So is mine.
He can't remember anything. Like 30 seconds goes by, and he'll
Yeah.
he'll call the waiter over to order.
my
it.
dad gives me horrible advice. That's not even.
Like what?
I don't want to be mean, but I had to get that MRI. I didn't want
Oh
to tell
yeah,
him.
let's get right into this.
Well, I didn't want to tell him about it, and then
All
I
week
finally
long, I've
went.
been wondering if I have two co-hosts with brain
I
tumors.
finally went on Sunday night. I went, I have to get an MRI tomorrow. Why? And I go, I might have a brain tumor, but it's slim chance. Doctors are bullshit. That's bullshit. Cancel it. It's a waste of money. They do no good. And on and on and on. And I couldn't tell if he was just trying to start something. But I don't know. I'm good. I'm totally good.
I'm giving Tyler a beer.
But
So isn't this great, guys? Tomorrow's Friday.
Alzheimer's. Tomorrow's Friday.
Looks like Mike doesn't know whether he has a brain tumor. Or
I don't
not
think
yet.
I do.
Mike's friend was in here last night because his friend is in management. And,
Yes.
He came with our guest last night, the lovely Kristen Shaw.
Was she good?
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
She was very kooky. She's one of those girls where if she got seriously mad, I would freak out. I would be
Really?
scared. You know what I mean?
No,
like those
he
really
wanted me to
goofy,
come up,
fun
but
girls. And then if they were mean or mad, you'd be like, "Are you being serious right now?"
Is she cute?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how we both are.
Yeah,
I
she's
immediately started thinking, I wonder if she's listening. And you're
Anyways.
like, pause.
Her agent or manager came in with her
Yeah.
last night, and he just happens to be an old friend of Mike Carano. So we are talking a lot about Mike last night, and he was telling me that he's kind of hoping that you do have a brain tumor.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of
He
people are.
thinks that would be really good for you because then
Yeah.
you would be able to focus all of your anger and
Yeah, that's true. A short run.
And I think
It'll
that
be
you
a
would
short
actually,
run.
You would actually turn it. It would be like Office Space, where you would all of a sudden like have this weight lifted off of you, and you would appreciate the things that were the
I
little
bet you
things
I
in
would.
life.
I bet you I would. Plus, I'm done.
Are you?
Yeah. I've
Wait.
already seen everything there is to see. I've done it all.
You have?
No, not really, but
And he did it.
I'm
He did
looking
it
at
his
a
way.
positive.
Okay,
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop eating at McDonald's. That's for friggin' sure.
What's the secret word?
Fluffernutter.
Hello.
Why do we
Hello.
keep hanging up on people?
Is Loveline?
No.
Sort of.
Hey, Naked Poet, how are you?
Sure.
I'm so happy to talk to you again.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on After Hours.
Yes, you are.
It's called the After Disaster.
So,
Do you follow her on Twitter?
Is this that Chicago guy?
No. Who's the Chicago guy?
Well,
Is it Dr.
After
Phil?
Hours, Canadian affiliates of the radio stations.
Wait, you're in Chicago and you're this drunk at...
No, it's
No. I'm just saying we don't get the pleasure of hearing swear words on our radio station.
All right, well, I'll start with one right now. Poopy pants.
We do when we have the naked poet on. Isn't that true? Yeah, because you, I think you're the first and only person to use the C word. Naked poet.
Yes, sir.
You're the only person that I can recall in recent memory that used the C word, which is cunt.
Is it country?
Yeah, you use that on Loveline, which is it's not appropriate because it's terrestrial radio.
It's not appropriate.
I know.
This is internet radio.
Okay, I got a lecture for my kid today.
Yeah, it's really it's funny and cute that she's all drunk and supposedly naked with a toothbrush up her vagina. But then when she starts talking about her kid making that noise, it just gets
that kind of grosses me out too.
Creepy.
Don't bring
my
your kid into
20 years old, buddy.
Oh, well
now it's even worse.
Does that
Now we
make a
realize
difference?
you're
And
not
that's
20.
What I didn't like
The
about
fantasy's
Jeff
over.
O'Neill show on
Your old baggy
G-Spot.
panties are around your ankles. Before it was
Me?
sexy young panties.
My kid's 6'2", 190 pounds.
That
Quit
does not
bragging about
interest
some
me at
gigantic thing that came out of your vagina.
all. What's the secret word?
Fluffer.
Disaster. That's why we call it a disaster.
Should it be disaster?
That's why we call it a disaster. So, stop taking pictures of me. It makes me very uncomfortable.
All right, take some pictures of me.
No, that makes me even more uncomfortable.
Take pictures of your crotch.
At least Drew looks at pictures and doesn't take them when he's on air.
Oh, wait, you know what?
You can hear the shutter going when you're taking a picture.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into it, Mike.
All right, let's do it.
Mike, I need your help over here.
Oh, sorry.
Let's get into it.
I thought you said. I thought when you said that it meant like back off and let you take over.
No, I said let's get into it. That doesn't mean that at all.
What are we getting into? Let's go. Let's get into it. Events of the week.
What up?
Hey, Kenny, 19, I got a question.
Lay it on us.
This past week,
So I have some good news. I don't know what happened to that kid.
I don't know either, but his voice was troubling.
Remember we did that,
I've got a
that
question.
test last week
I'm really high.
about Max,
Yeah.
the boss?
Yeah.
I love how he gets
Are we
it.
fired? Or am I fired?
Actually, you are, Mike.
'Cause if
This-
I
this
am-
is how we're telling you.
Remember
You know
we
what?
played
This is the way to tell me, by the way, on the show. So what happened?
We played the secret sound effect, and if he had heard that part of the show, he was supposed to email me, and I got no emails. I got plenty of emails throughout the week from Max.
What was the
Nothing
secret
about
sound
that.
effect?
It was a bong rip. It was the sound
That
of
was
a bong
a little
being-
personal thing between you and he that...
No, Tyler just played it, and I said if you're listening to this part, email me right now. You know what we could use, guys?
There's no signal in here, though, so maybe he is.
There it is.
You don't think Max has something better to do at 12:15 in the morning than listen to us?
No, because he listens. You can listen to it whenever you want. You go to the website, Loveline
Good
Show,
point.
and you
Good
listen.
point.
This is our 4th or 5th episode.
4th.
18th.
Tyler, you're no help at all.
This is the best show we've ever done.
No help at all. This is the worst show we've done so far, by far. I apologize if you're just listening for the first time.
If we were Bill Burr, we would have restarted.
I would
Let's
love to
restart. Let's
I would love to.
restart.
But
Let's
we can't.
restart.
We're already streaming. However, what you could do, it should be a huge help to us and help us with direction, is to go over to the Loveline Show.
Is this the end of the show?
Tyler,
You wanted to start
that
over.
We're starting over.
Are we going to listen to this whole
It's hilarious. No, we're
stupid
not.
song again?
Go over to Loveline Show and comment, because it's really sad to say that this show, this little experiment, is the most commented on thing on the website at this point. And
And I
think
thank
we're
you for that
averaging-
from the bottom of my heart.
We're averaging 4 comments, 2 of which are from the same person. So just go over there and comment, good or bad. Go over there and comment badly about Mike. Say bad things about him. That would be funny.
You can say whatever you wish because you can't be nearly as bad as the people that have been ripping me on Twitter lately.
Watching the react. You know what would be good is I'd like to hear some of this. Can you?
Well, I'll tell you what happened is I made some stupid joke about the union, and then I get some guy going, "Get your head out of your ass, you jerk off. You don't know. You've never done a hard day's work in your life."
He's right.
He's not right. I've done plenty of hard days' work in my life.
What's a hard day's work?
Okay, first of all, I've done manual labor for years and years and years.
What is manual labor?
like shuffling papers around. No, I did construction work for my dad for years and years when I was a kid. I picked up all these. I used to have to go pick up sheetrock and bricks. I worked at
a boss's kid, and you're just like, hey, Emmanuel.
Nope, it doesn't mean that at all. My dad owns a pawn shop,
and
he was building a building for himself, and he made me go file all the permits, pick up all the sheetrock, pick up all the bricks. It was insane. And then I had a job at a grocery store where I was the cardboard guy that cleaned up after 13 crew members. I lost 30 pounds in 6 months. I went home with bloody hands every single night. That was hard manual labor, no breaks.
Why didn't you wear gloves?
$4.25 an hour. Thank God I didn't keep that shit job.
You just said how old you were. $4.25 an hour?
Yeah,
that's insane.
Swear to God. And here's the worst part about it, and the best part about it is, I kept thinking, oh, I want to get promoted like all these other guys so I can buy a Toyota truck. But then I would have been trapped in a GD grocery store. And no offense to grocery store people, but let's totally be honest.
Why'd you censor yourself?
You're
with
miserable.
GD?
I don't know, because here's what I'm pissed about is I made a stupid comment about the union. And my experience with unions is they suck. They were good 100 years ago when we needed it. When people made employees work 100 hours a week. Now, my three experiences, I'll just give two union experiences. I used to work on a TV show, and I called at CBS. I said, we need outlets on our wall because there were just wires hanging out. So the guy comes up and looks at it and he goes, I'm on break right now, and then I'm off, so I'll fix it tomorrow. That's a union. Second thing was, before our show went on the air live on HBO, we would play music in this. What was that noise? We'd play music in the studio. I walked up to the sound booth and turned up the music because I wanted loud music before the show started, and I got reamed by these union guys saying, I'm not allowed to touch the soundboard because it's union. So F off. And some guy sitting there screwing on a friggin' bumper at some car company for $38 an hour. Realistically, that's a $12 an hour job. No offense, and that's my experience. And I understand there's good parts of the union as well, but it was a joke that I made, and some jackass gets his friggin'.
Doesn't really sound like a joke though, based on your adamant.
Well, I don't like unions. I think it's a free market society. I don't like people being locked into jobs at higher wages than they deserved. If I were the employer and I had to pay them, I don't think it's fair. And I think unions are the downfall of most American car companies. Why should you have to pay these guys these exorbitant amounts of bread to make crap?
I feel like I'm in a Michael Moore.
BMW, Toyota, Honda,
documentary.
Porsche makes better cars than America ever made.
Is it true that you have a vanity license plate? That's,
it says douche.
Union Buster?
It says Union Buster. Yeah. It says, where's Hoffa?
Where's Hoffa? All right, who cares?
I don't know. Okay, I really don't care about unions, you guys. I'm sorry I said that now.
It's pretty fired up, though.
Hello?
What's up? Are you driving?
What was that?
Are you driving?
Yeah, I am.
Where are you going?
Home.
Oh, that's not very exciting.
Where were you?
At work.
Oh, no. Say you were buying crack in a bad neighborhood.
What kind of work?
Could have been doing that, but that's working.
What kind of work?
Just Loveline.
What kind of work?
Chef.
Ooh,
where at?
Chef.
Downtown San Jose.
Watch this. Do you
my! Near the Improv?
Right down the street, actually.
Which restaurant?
It's right next door to the Fairmont.
Yeah, I stay at the Fairmont when I'm up there.
I stay at the Fairmont.
Really?
It's a nice hotel.
I stayed there once. Never again.
I said they'll reopen the club.
McCormick and Schmick right next door.
Yeah, McCormick and Schmick's is nice.
The Fairmont charged me $50 because I took the window off of its pane so I could hang out the window and smoke cigarettes. And they charged me $50.
50's a bargain basement.
I put it back, and they're like, They said that I had to repaint the windowsill because they could tell. And no, it was just
how'd they know you did that? Oh, was it painted shut or something?
Kinda, yeah. But I lifted it out.
I went to McCormick and Schmick's. There's a name dropper. I'm not gonna say.
Remember the girl that found the condom in her soup at McCormick and Schmick's?
No, really?
I don't know if she
put
did.
it there.
You know what?
But I think she.
I know we don't have that many listeners, but I wouldn't say stuff like that.
Remember the lady that found the toe in her chili in Wendy's,
yep.
and it turned out that it was her husband's sister's toe or something.
Yeah. I went to that McCormick and Schmick's with Spade one night, and
name dropper.
A bunch of girls met us there, and it was just the weirdest it was the weirdest thing. I can't talk about.
What's that, Tyler?
There's a terrible bar in Alaska where you drink this shot, and they have this old miner's toe from the 1800s, and it's all formaldehyde, and they put it at the bottom of your whiskey, and you drink the entire shot, and then you have to let it touch your lips, or you're supposed to hold it in your teeth.
Swallowed that by mistake.
That is absolutely repulsive.
I don't know.
And how much do they charge you if you do swallow it?
Like $15.
All right, man. What was your question for Dr. Drew? Who's going? This is Dr. Drew.
All right. My thing is I'm upset on giving my girl the orgasm all the fucking time. It's my thing.
Language.
And I got her the other night so I can go off, and she was like, she said it was the best orgasm she ever had, you know. She said, like, it reminded her because she has orgasms in her dreams.
Yeah, this sounds like a big problem.
Hey,
Well,
dude,
it's not a problem. I just got a question about it.
Lay it on us.
Do you smoke?
But try not to use the profanity anymore.
Do you smoke?
Oh, sorry about that. But
do you smoke cigarettes?
It reminds her
Oh my God.
when she orgasms in her dreams, and it's like a mental orgasm, you know. I've never heard about that before, and I was just kind of...
They're all kind of mental for girls, by the way.
Yeah, they're all mental for girls. That's exactly
I
right.
just wanted more information on what's going on with that, you know. Like,
I would go to Wikipedia. Punch in mental orgasm.
okay.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's so weird that every fucking chef that I've ever met or talked to smokes cigarettes, and it's like you'd think to be the last person you would want to smoke cigarettes.
I know. You know what's even weirder?
They taste their food better. Than,
and even weirder is you think if this was like 30 years ago, they'd be smoking while they were cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ashes would be in the food.
Yeah.
That's why we have.
Hey, what's the best thing on the menu at McCormick and Schmick's?
Probably steak and lobster. It's called the Oscar. It's a 6-ounce filet mignon with lobster tail on it.
I'm all over that.
Oscar. Why do they call it the Oscar?
Order it with no sauce, though.
What's the sauce?
No sauce. Did they fucking put hollandaise on it? Sorry about the language. They put hollandaise and demi glaze on it.
Wait. By they, you mean you do.
Oh, no.
I'm going to do my impression of you as me talking about this show. These guys don't even prepare. They don't know what they're talking about. I think they're both idiots, but they just keep talking. Hollandaise sauce. I don't think I even... Why would you put hollandaise sauce on lobster? That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's a franchise thing. It's disgusting. Turns my stomach.
You know what? I got to be honest with you. You're not the best employee.
Well,
you already made a comment about putting a condom in soup, and now you're telling me how bad. You're not the best employee.
Hey, I got to do what I got to do, man.
All right, man. Good luck with your mental orgasm.
Yeah, congrats though on making your...
walk-in with the waitress. You know,
while you're banging her,
Wait, you're cheating on your girlfriend?
No, she's gone. He's gone. Can't take it anymore.
He's cheating on his girlfriend.
He's cheating on life, dude. He's cheating on.
Yeah, but how can he call up about this girlfriend problem? Then he tells us about some.
Because he can't give her a mental orgasm.
You know
he's
what?
really upset about it. So he's trying to give other girls mental orgasms.
Wait, can you
someone said the code.
Can you hang up on
Fluffernutter!
Can you hang up on that other guy though, so I can talk about him?
He's gone.
Okay, I'm not going to McCormick and Schmick's now, knowing they hire guys like that.
That's a good call.
They all hire guys like that. They're all like that. You should be lucky they didn't have a thick accent. Wow, that sounded racist. Let's go.
What's happening?
We heard Fluffernutter. What's up, man?
Fantastic.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm just calling to say that the show is awesome. And
wow.
This is the worst show we've done so far.
This is not the worst show.
Yeah, it is.
This is not the worst
Like
one.
Tyler said, if we were Bill Burr, we'd start over.
The first one or the second one was the worst one. You know, it's kind of interesting that we can't start over.
Well, we can.
Sounds good to me, you guys.
Thank you.
Stop it.
Totally appreciate that. Where are you calling from?
I'm turning in a drone here.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Culver City.
Hey, you're right on the street.
Crap.
No, we're very far away from Culver City.
So what's,
I know, I just got freaked out. I'm in the
your
parking
mind,
lot. I'm stealing stuff out of your car right now.
What's on your mind?
What? Stop.
Hey, how long have you lived in Culver City, by the way?
A little over a year.
Oh, because this neighborhood used to be horrible, and now it's nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay, this is fantastic. So, what's on your mind, man? What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Just wanted to say the show is awesome, and I've been listening to it since the second one because I didn't hear the first one.
Good thing, because the first one was the worst show we ever did.
Oh, yeah, the first one we didn't post. The first one is we'll put that'll be our Christmas show. Listen,
No,
man,
it won't.
It's very exciting to hear someone listening to the show as far and wide and as far reaching out as Culver City. It's amazing that we actually reached. It's bizarre the world we live in, where we're actually broadcasting and you can hear us like all 10-minute walk.
I think it's cool and exciting.
Yes.
Hey, can you go to Del Taco and get me something?
Well, man, thanks a lot for the support, and go to Loveline Show and say you're the guy and comment. And
Will do.
Yeah.
Or else, even if you say something negative, because that's even better. No, it's not. Forget I said that.
Thanks. What was your name, buddy?
Kyle.
Thanks for
Kyle.
calling our worst episode ever, Kyle.
This is the best episode. Thanks for being on it.
So I think I'm going to change the name of the show
to worst
Loveline
episode ever.
Afterbirth. The Afterbirth Disaster. Why do you hate that so much?
I think the word afterbirth is disgusting.
It makes me hungry.
All right, let's see. I feel like I had more going on last week. I've been working nonstop.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hi, what's happening?
Hi. I just wanted to comment on the caller that
I'm so sorry.
Wait, which caller?
The caller that just called about how she wanted to learn how to skirt.
Yeah.
What are you talking
She's
about?
talking about school.
Wait, was it for us or was it during Loveline?
No, dude, it was for Loveline.
Oh. Well, do you want to mention something about squirting?
Yeah.
Well, here's what I want to say about squirting. Is I was ahead of the curve on this one because my favorite porn star was into squirting, and this is like 9 years ago when I discovered her. No, Cytherea, and now it's old news, and everyone's trying to do it, and who cares? And are you like an expert in squirting or something?
It's retarded.
It is retarded.
It's actually like it's not even. A lot of women try and do it because they think it's more.
Here's what I think the problem is. Now, this is coming.
Wait, how do girls try and do it?
Yeah, they squeeze really hard.
No,
you're going to get vaginal hemorrhoids if you try too hard. Here's the thing:
Terrible.
I'm going to tell you what my personal opinion is, and I'm a moron, so what do I know? But guys worship girls, worship them. I worship women. However, women have this horrible, horrible personality flaw where they want to please guys, and they don't have to because they are worshipped. Yet they're like, oh, my boyfriend wants a squirter. Screw that jackass. Pathetic idiot.
No,
any guy is satisfied with plain old, simple, missionary position, no orgasm sex. They don't need squirting, craziness. I'm kidding about that. But, I mean, the squirting thing is like essentially a fad, right?
Yeah.
Like what was before that? Golden showers? Oh, if my girlfriend doesn't pee on me, I can't get off? Wait, did I just say that? Sorry. Personal life coming into this. But it went blowjobs, golden showers, anal sex, squirting, as far as I can tell from the history of Loveline in the last 10 or 12 years or 15 years. And the squirting one, granted, it would turn me on, but it's not a necessity. And why are people trying so hard?
Because a lot of women try to do it because it's more of a visual thing. And
they're not women; those are girls.
Well, or girls, because when they try, it's the sensation of having to pee, but it's not. It's more like a sweeter smell rather than pee.
So you do it?
Urinating on you. Yeah, you.
Why are you?
Then why'd you say it was stupid?
I'm confused.
You can feel it before.
You go what? You go?
Yeah, like.
What?
Squirting. You know what I predict is going to be the next big craze on Loveline? The Dirty Sanchez, or the Cleveland Steamer.
See, that already happens.
It did?
Well, no. People call in and talk about these ridiculous bullshit things that, which are pretty much like 15-year-old virgins come up with in the locker room. Like, we have a funny sex move. They don't even know what sex is.
The squirting thing, honestly, I get where it comes from because the first time I saw it, I was like, it looks like she's way more turned on than another girl.
It's more it's a visual thing rather than an actual.
Yeah, but it looks.
Well, you're not calling Loveline. Did she say she was about to do it? What?
Wait, what'd you say? I love that you hang up on her and then.
Wait, did you just say let me do it?
It just seems like more women they'll do it just because.
But you didn't say let me do it, right?
No.
Okay. See you later.
I gotta tell you a story. This has nothing to do with squirting, nothing to do with Loveline. I'm sorry, my head's it's just I can't hear another girl talk about squirting and Dr. Drew talking about the Bartholin's glands. And
the guilt now of talking to Dr. Drew about trying to buy oxycodone is bugging me to the point where I feel like I should send him a text and go, hey, that was a big lie. I didn't really do that, but I did.
There's this slut whore who parks next to me, and she's a cat lady. She parks next to me
at home or here?
At home. No one parks next to me here except for Reggie, our guard, who's a badass. So guy calling from Culver City, do not try and come down here.
Do not try to come down here because
that guy's like 4 blocks away.
You might think it's a world wrestler.
Reggie will fuck you up.
Yep.
You'll walk up to the studio and try and approach the door, and then all of a sudden you'll hear, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Here's what it would be like to fight Reggie. Like imagine fighting Frodo from Lord of the Rings if he had a disease. Like a bone disease.
What? What? Who's
if he
Frodo?
Was really frail and he couldn't fight back.
Oh, I see. Is this bad? The Film Vault, which is my actual podcast that I actually prepare for and wake up for and
This is your actual podcast. I hate to break it to you.
This one actually I like. It's much more comfortable.
I love the people that listen to the show, and I'm not even saying.
Is this terrible that the Film Vault actually gets released right when the show starts on Thursdays at
What,
midnight?
you think there's like some kind of overlap? Like people are rushing to iTunes to download the film?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you're not. If they were streaming at the same time, I could see it.
I was reading some of the reviews the other day on the bus, and that's a terrible thing to do. Don't do that to yourself.
Never.
If you're ever on iTunes,
I'm never going to listen to anything back either. But
we're doing our 25th episode on the Film Vault. We're going to do nothing but read comments the entire hour. We're going to go through every single comment and read them.
Okay, here's what I'm asking people to
purge.
do. Please write in and say Mike Carano was the best guy on. Even though I know that wasn't true. But it'd be funny if there's like 80 emails.
So this slut whore who parks next to me, I'm friendly with everyone in the building, and it's weird because it's like my girlfriend Jillian says, she goes, no one would ever recognize you who people who know you from the show or from this and from that, who think you're such an asshole and a prick. Like
we discussed that. I discussed that with Giovanni in his podcast about how you're really a super nice guy with a big heart.
I walk around whistling like when I'm walking my dogs, and I meet
What
all
are you
other
whistling?
people like walking dogs. Like rain, go away. Usually, come again some other day. Walking on sunshine.
Interesting.
Walking on sunshine.
That would be so funny if you were whistling that.
But I'm friendly with everybody in my complex for the most part, except for this one fucking slut.
Slut bitch.
Yeah, there she is.
But why are you calling her a slut? Is it because
she's not a slut? She'd probably like to be, but there's no guy that would ever want to sleep with her because she's a middle-aged, larger, unattractive, forever scowling woman, always scowling.
Yeah, everyone's got one of those kind of neighbors.
She's I park right next to the outside part of the underground structure where all the feral cats hang out. We got a boatload of feral cats, like a whole family of them that live in.
I love those guys, the feral cat brothers.
She goes out there and she feeds.
The directors.
She's the
something about Mary. Oh, that's right.
She's constantly feeding these fucking cats, and it's like that's her life.
What does she feed them?
Cat food, Mike.
Oh, I thought it was like a treat, like tuna or something.
And she goes and she spends hours with these fucking cats. And
well, why do you hate this woman who's super lonely and goes to hang out with cats? I don't understand.
Because it's pathetic that you are feeding these feral cats, they're essentially squirrels. They can fend for themselves. I live right next to the marina.
You think squirrels can fend for themselves?
I've seen them eating fish. Like we're to the point where it's like a cartoon fish, and there's nothing but the head, and then like they comb their hair with the cartoon bonefish. You know, what I'm talking
I love that. I
saw
love
with one of those in its mouth the other day.
It was combing its hair.
Fine. It was not combing its hair. Would you stop that, Tyler? I'm going to freak out. My God, I understand why Drew hates me some nights. But anyways, this slut, I hate her because
why
she
did I
loves
get
these
this
cats.
Coke?
I don't know. Drink a beer. And I have Stanley. I always keep him on a leash, but I don't. My Stanley's my dog, and I don't hold the leash. I let him run free.
Yeah.
But he's within 5 feet of me. He doesn't cause any harm. He grew up with cats. He sees cats. He goes over and he smells them. She's furious. He should be on a leash. I'm like, he is on a leash, lady. She's like, well, he's bothering the cats.
Do you have a verbal altercation with her?
Yes, and she never looks me in the eye. I had to stand there, and I'm trying to talk to her. So we got into it big the other day, and I was explaining to her that it's ridiculous because my dog Stanley has done nothing. He doesn't attack anyone. He's never more than 5 feet away from me. I'm not going to hold this goddamn leash every single place that I go. And you feeding the cats, they're constantly walking all over my car. I just got my car washed the other day. There's mud prints everywhere. Which is,
Why don't you just say something simple?
She
like,
actually places cat food around my car.
Yeah.
So I
know
don't
those
get
kind of
that
people.
into it. Yeah, she's one of those, and I kind of feel bad for her. But anyways, the point is, it's very uncomfortable. Every time I see her, it's always uncomfortable.
But what's the
She gets
confrontation
real
like?
Stiff.
Is it heated, or are you trying to be polite?
I say, why do you hate my dog so much? I don't hate him. He just should be on a leash.
Why don't you just look her in the eye and go, listen,
she won't
you
look at me.
GDC.
So here's the story.
I'm going to kill every one of those effing cats.
Goddamn
and
cunt.
I'm going to, yeah. Why don't you just say, look her right in the eye and go, I am going to come out here and I'm going to strangle every one of these cats if you ever say another word to me, you effing B. And then she'll probably freak out and not do it. Or else she'll call the coppers.
Yeah, she'll probably talk to security or management. But anyways, here's where it comes
Reggie?
to culmination.
She's going to call Reggie?
Here's where I have my Larry David moment, and I hope that you haven't hung up yet or stopped listening because this is where the story gets.
Oh my gosh, we have a caller and you're.
No, I'm just talking to whoever.
Okay, cool.
Here's where I had my Larry David moment. The other day, my river mirror, it came undone because it was so goddamn hot out here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was dangling because like it has some kind of GPS. I don't know. It has some kind of like it tells me which way I'm going. It tells me like I need to know if I'm going east, south, west, or north.
You should write a letter to Lexus and tell them you're pissed about that thing falling off.
So it's dangling. It was
Mine fell off too, by the way.
And it was awful, just dangling there. It'd be one thing if it just came off, but since it was connected, it was dangling. It was really distracting. I almost crashed numerous times, like George Costanza, where he looked up and the rear mirror was adjusted a little bit and he swerved. I did that numerous times. I bought some stuff, some epoxy, to glue it back up to my on.
And you glued the cat's paws to the cement. I love it.
No, to her
car,
her hood.
Oh, that'd be the best.
No, that didn't. So what I had to do,
I know that's cruel and that's horrible, but wouldn't that be funny to put one little drop on each paw and put it right under her windshield?
And make it so the paws are flipping her off.
I wouldn't go that far. That's rude.
So what I had to do would sit there with the epoxy and have open my sunroof, and I had to actually hold the goddamn thing for 15 minutes to my windshield to get it glued back on my rearview mirror.
Couldn't get a day laborer to do that for you?
No, I work hard days. I'm not like you, where I have people with accents do things for me.
Okay, and let me bring up another thing real quick. When I worked on a TV show for 4 years.
I was about to drop in on the wave.
I worked on a TV show for 4 years, and then my life went so downhill that I had to work at a concert venue, which I didn't have to. A friend of mine gave me the job there for $8 an hour, pounding stakes into the ground, and then doing bullshit manual labor for years. I did, or 1 year. And then I finally decided, screw this, I'm getting back to entertainment. And I've been rolling in money ever since then.
Fluffer nutter. So, can I finish the fucking story? I mean, there's literally like 10 seconds.
No, go ahead. But I'm too excited about super gluing the cat to her windshield.
I'm sitting in the center console with my head sticking out the sunroof.
I got an idea. It doesn't have to be mean. If you go to Michael's Arts and Crafts, they have little teeny plastic cats, and you can super glue like 20 of them on our windshield as a sign. It's like the head. It's like the horse's head in the bed of The Godfather, of that movie director. Wouldn't that be funny?
That movie director.
But you have little cats like super glued to our windshield. Like basically, it's an offer she can't refuse.
Tyler, way in here. Be the moderator.
No, go ahead. Finish the story.
Extraordinarily frustrated.
If you were a train, Mike is just destroying your track with dynamite. Searching for the bounty.
I'm a bank robber, and the train doesn't have to stop.
Is that where the whole derailing thing comes? Yeah. And now I want to tell a whole different story about how my friend and I stole 1,000 bagels from Western Bagels when I was like 15 years old.
1,000's too many.
We didn't know what. A 1,000 count bag. 1,000 count for
it's
sure.
too many because they're going to go bad.
And no, we stole them not to eat them, but to take them over to our best friend's house, the Jewish kid named Howie, and we put bagels all over his front lawn.
And you made it in the shape of a.
No, we did not do the swastika thing. That was too easy. But I did. It was like back in the day when we had aerial antennas, and we put a bagel all the way up the.
I love that. Did you take a picture of it?
The Michelin Man. No, it was before cameras even existed.
Okay, tell me what happened with the cat lady.
His Jewish dad was not a fan at all. He wanted to file a hate crime against us. We did write Jew in bagels on the front lawn.
Well, at least you were honest.
So I'm sitting there in the middle of my car on the center console with my hands stuck to the windshield, holding the rear mirror in place, my head out the sunroof. And I'm in place. I'm somewhat comfortable. I know I have to sit here for 15 minutes. I have a little counter in front of me. Who comes down right as I'm sitting there? The fucking cat slut. Mm-hmm. She comes down as soon as I get comfortable, and now she's feeding the cats. And it was just one of the most uncomfortable do moments, that Larry David moment, where I couldn't look at her.
Where was Stanley?
Stanley, I left him upstairs. Stanley was out of the picture. But just imagine how uncomfortable and vulnerable. Both hands.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there with my head out the sunroof. No words were being exchanged. I so badly wanted to say something, but nothing. It was just filled with tension. And she wouldn't have the kindness to actually leave and realize that I'm in an awkward position. Slut.
Yeah. Why is there always a neighbor that you hate?
But I'm still so goddamn nice to the cats. I love the cats.
Well, you love the cats. Did nothing wrong.
I love animals.
The cats did nothing wrong.
She actually goes out and buys them like little toys and stuff.
She's got a problem.
I hate it.
You know. I mean, this. You know what?
I hate the slut.
When you see those little cats, you're going to feel bad for them, especially when they live outside. There's a cat that cruises into my little back patio yard area and hangs out.
Hey, did you hear about the son of a bitch who hacked a possum to death and put it up on YouTube?
No, but I got to tell you, honestly, I can't watch those videos because I really find it disturbing. I would never watch that
video, but I heard, I guess he got busted.
People that kill animals like in a violent way, it bugs me so much. I mean, I can't even, and I'm not even an animal rights guy, and I don't like PETA, but people that I see hit their dogs and stuff, I want to friggin' pull out a crossbow and shoot one into their nutsack. I don't know why a crossbow, but because it seems like it would be less violent than a gun.
Here's something kind of weird. I don't want to get too heady, but I noticed this.
Pizza with peanut butter on it? That's totally weird.
OJ.
The juice.
The juice was loose.
Number 32. I don't know what his number was, by the way.
Did you care that he was walking around free when he was?
Yeah.
I mean, he's in jail now. But you were upset by it?
Okay, when the verdict came out, it felt like I got kicked in the nuts.
I didn't care.
I was devastated. I was completely devastated. And then I was venting to a friend of mine, my friend Matt from the Burt movie, and he goes, "You need to just chill out because it has nothing to do with you." And he goes, "And look at it this way." He goes, "Every time John Gotti gets off, since I'm Italian, he goes, every time John Gotti gets off, what do you think of that?" And I go, "I think that's awesome." He goes, "Hey, what's the difference?" And I was like, "You know what? You're totally right. It's totally racism. It's absolutely."
Is that what it was? Was it what you being racist? Because I couldn't care less.
No, it wasn't me being racist. I wasn't
fearful that he was going to kill someone else. I wasn't fearful that he was going to kill me or my mom.
By the way, did you listen to that?
And you know what's weird is the people that cared the most were the religious people. And it's like, you guys who are all God-fearing, and you believe that we all get our comeuppance in the afterlife, you should care by far the least, because as soon as he dies, he'll be punished.
I'll tell you what that whole thing taught me, though, was that time heals all wounds, because I was so devastated and so depressed when it initially happened, and then like 4 years later, I couldn't have cared less. You know what? In fact, when they locked up the juice this time, I was like, just let him go. The guy gets scorned everywhere in public, and it's
all
fun.
the way around.
Yeah. No, I like that he's out. He's not out now, but I liked that he was out. You know what I mean? After like 5 years. But initially, it was outrageous.
He went and tried to get his stuff back. See, the irony here, the ironic part is I would be furious if he got away with trying to get his own stuff back. If he didn't go to jail for that, I'd be pissed.
He's drawn the line. I was more upset by the fact that the whole trial was so riveting, and you just went on this ride, this super emotional, heartfelt ride, and then it felt like it didn't have the ending that you wished to have, because everyone knew he killed them. But then again, also in retrospect, oh, thank you, Tyler, I totally appreciate it. In retrospect,
I just don't understand people who cared so much. I really didn't get it. What pissed you off about it?
I hope I don't.
All you've said so far is that you were a racist.
No, what pissed me off was it was somebody getting away with something and looking right at you and lying, and then getting away with it even more. It was just.
I think a lot of guys.
It was.
Who hated their own wives were pissed too.
Oh yeah, no. Honestly, now looking back on it, I'm like, you know what? Screw her.
You know, it was actually financially detrimental to me.
Why?
I was in.
You had money.
I think I was in 6th grade, and we put money on the outcome.
How much?
You did.
I swear to God,
what kind of a Christian are you?
I put 50 cents that he would be guilty.
I was just going to make a joke and say, what was it, 50 cents?
It was 50 cents.
You know, my girlfriend lives down the street from. My girlfriend lives in Brentwood, within a block of where the murders happened. This has
got to be the worst episode, and probably the last episode. This is probably the last. We're talking about a case that happened in 1994.
All right, let's switch topics now.
Go ahead, Brentwood.
No, when the whole thing first happened, my friend Dave and my sister and I drove up to L.A. and went to his house, and then we went to the murder scene, and it was one of the creepiest things of all time. But now I couldn't care less. Let the juice out. Let the old guy out.
You are found guilty as charged.
We're gonna be sued.
Let's talk about racism
Tyler, you're just drop callers on us.
Let's talk about racism for like 30 seconds, then I don't want to talk about it again. So I was listening to another podcast, the Mark Maron podcast, and he had Patrice O'Neill, who's a fantastic comic.
I heard that.
Black guy. And at one point in the podcast, he goes,
don't like that podcast
do you hate white people? And Patrice O'Neill goes, yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, he goes, I think all black people hate white people.
Patrice O'Neill, by the way, just let's start this off by saying a convicted rapist.
Yes. Statutory, but still convicted rapist.
You don't have to put the statutory.
Well, you kind of do.
Just say convicted rapist.
You kind of do.
He ran a train on a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah. So,
I love how you try to justify it.
But here's my point, though, is that took me by surprise and kind of shocked me that I hate white people thing and all black people do. Which is what he said.
Mark Maron just sat there with Aaron or whatever.
So, of course, the next night I was at the Improv and I had a couple of drinks in me, and I decided this is a good time to ask every black guy to see if they hate white people, which I did. And the first two guys I talked to both work at the club, and both of them took a long pause and said, sort of, yeah, I hate white people. And I was like, oh my God, I never knew this existed. I never knew that a lot of black guys feel like they hate white people. And then I asked a guy last night in Irvine who's like a super cool black guy from the 70s. He's not really, but he looks like it. You know, he's got the afro, and he talks like groovy, man. Catch you on the flip side. Hey, yeah. And I asked him. And I asked Frank, and he goes, I don't hate white people. And he goes, that's insane. He goes, that's ridiculous. He goes, I hate some people, but not white people. And because the whole thing, Patrice saying that just freaked me out.
He realizes he shouldn't say that he hates white people because he'll get his come up.
But isn't that weird that he would say that Patrice thing that he said he just hate all black people hate white people?
Yeah, but it sounds like Patrice also has got like the little man complex too.
He's not. He's gigantic.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's very tall and very fat.
Very funny guy, and he had a lot of great points, especially about the ladies and the great white sharks and all this and that.
Yeah, wasn't that?
Had me listen to that. No one else has any idea what we're talking about. However, the whole the latent racism, I'm just so tired. It's just. I understand there's a history there, and I understand there's still people that live in different classes, and I don't want to come off as ignorant. Can we just not constantly focus on that?
We can.
There's so many. It goes back to the.
That's three white guys. Let's all not talk about racism anymore. All right.
Wiser words.
Can't we just put racism behind us?
You're Italian, so
I know
you're part black.
It is. It's the same.
True Romance, right? You've seen True Romance. The Moors.
Brad Pitt.
Eggplant.
Hello.
Hey.
What's happening?
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Fluffernutter?
Man, actually, I got a couple questions for Dr. Drew.
Ooh,
Well,
that's a
he's
problem.
not here, so.
You want his home number?
What's that?
310-283.
Stop it.
Do you want to ask us the question and we'll pretend like we know what we're talking about?
Who the hell is it?
As long as it's not medically
He
related.
just got so goofy.
I know.
Not medically related, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Well,
Okay, I just got to say, I think it's really rude when you hang up on people like that.
You never screen calls.
Hello.
What's up? Are you on speaker?
Hey, yeah, it's me.
Oh, you.
Yeah, hey, I got something for the After Disaster.
Yeah.
All right.
Fluffernutter.
What's happening?
Hey, I got, when I go to work and stuff, I'm a construction worker. They have a lot of people have newspapers out and stuff. I prefer to read the writing on the wall in the shithouse. And I found this little poem here that you guys might like.
Are you afraid right now
Wait,
about
how much
the union?
How much writing is there?
Do you think
Not very well. There's usually a lot, but it's usually pictures and stuff. But occasionally there's this guy called the
Wait,
Shithouse
that
Poet.
term shithouse, did you learn that in finishing school? Hey, by the way, you might appreciate this.
Okay.
Does this ring a bell? Cold activated can and vented wide mouth.
yeah. That'd be for making instant soup or.
No, it's Coors Light.
Oh, Coors Light.
Yeah,
Oh man,
instant soup.
I've pulled the tab on stuff there at work, and stuff just instantly heats up in like a minute or something that these guys eat.
I think I'm in love.
So you're in the shithouse library.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Mike from West Virginia.
What's happening, Mike?
Another Mike.
Are you a minor by chance?
No, negative on that. I'm in the mid-30s there. I wish I was a minor. I'd be.
I have no comment. I meant like a coal miner in West Virginia.
No, I'm a Boilermaker. I work in the powerhouse where they do what they do with the coal there. They burn it up.
This guy's a Steeler fan.
Yeah.
No, I
we
dig
like
it. I
Steelers
dig
down
it.
here.
You a Penguin
I totally
fan too?
dig it.
So.
You like the Penguin fan? You Penguin fan?
Yeah. I mean, we.
All right, let's
follow it.
move
I
on.
mean, I'm not
Okay,
a real
all
big-
right, okay. All right.
Yeah. But anyway, it's called Rip Screwy Dick, and it goes like this.
Wait,
How long is
start
it?
over, Mike, if you would, please. What are we hearing again? And
He was in the library, a.k.a. the shit house.
Right. This was written on the wall in the shit house.
The ripping and the tearing.
All right, ladies. How long is it, by the way?
Very short.
Okay,
Just a
let's hear it.
stanza here. Here lies the bones of Screwy Dick, blessed at birth with a corkscrew prick. His life was spent in the futile hunt, searching for the woman with the corkscrew cunt. He finally found her, but fell over dead. That bitch's pussy was a left-handed thread.
All right, do it again without the profanity.
Okay.
No, hey, did you jot this down or did you memorize it?
I just snapped a picture of it while I was, doing my
Oh
business.
my! Hey, be careful working in that boiler house.
well, Mike,
Right.
man, thanks for calling and be safe
Hey,
in
right.
there, huh?
Do you have coal mines where you live?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, man. They're getting ready to open a few more up. It's good for the economy around here.
Yeah. What's
Bad for the
the?
birds.
What's that?
Wait, who's it bad for?
Bad for everything that breathes and lives.
Yeah, that's the problem. You get that black lung.
Yeah, well, we get gray lung in the powerhouse. After they burn it, it turns into ash, and then we breathe that stuff in.
You don't wear a respiratory device or anything like that?
Yeah, we have all kinds of that stuff. They require us to be clean shaved, where we can wear that kind of
To be
protective gear.
airtight.
Because that's the way they like it.
Right, that's the way we have. Then not only that, we have suits and things we have to wear at times.
You wear a suit?
Yeah, we got to wear suits, man. It
Like
looks
on E.T.?
It looks like we're going to be, going on the moon or something. Really, sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
But you're not.
You wear spacesuits?
Well, not really space.
Like the
suit,
ones
but-
on E.T. when they're
Yeah, when they're about to dissect ET.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You guys should make a YouTube video where you reenact that.
Right, yeah, they don't like us taking video in there, but, we might be able to...
Who's
reenact
they?
it here
The man?
Why don't they like you taking video?
Well, it's inside a powerhouse, Homeland Security stuff.
Power. Love the way you guys talk. Say downtown for me.
Isn't it weird that power still comes from burning coal?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it does. There's actually over 50% of our.
Yeah, it's amazing to me though, but because you think it would come from some magical thing in the future.
Say downtown for me.
Right, downtown.
Awesome, perfect. Thank you.
All right, Mike. Thanks very much for calling, and never forget that Ben Roethlisberger is a rapist. All right.
I would just like to point out that the After Disaster has reached West Virginia.
I think no,
that was cool.
We had somebody from Sweden talking.
That was cool
About the After Disaster on the
But Swedish
website.
people you'd expect to know about this.
Highest suicide rate in the world, Sweden. They're weird.
Hey, Jay Moore dropped me on Twitter, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
This is big news because Jay Moore, big fan of Mike Carano.
He said, I don't know what I don't remember
Jay Moore,
what
a bloated. I don't want to say just bloated, but he looks like he's kind of reaching the peak of his alcoholism.
He's not. He doesn't drink, but he goes. I twittered something stupid and innocuous, and then I see he quoted me, and then he goes, "Unfunny," and you follow a dog, unfollowed, big bulk, all uppercase. And then I got other people going, unfollowed. Jay Moore's a hack. Jay Moore this. A couple. And
unfollowed you because of Jay Moore?
We're talking about what a hack he is, which is not. Whatever. I wasn't trying to start a fight. He did it, and then I said fine, and I unfollowed him, of course. And then the next day he called me and kept me on the phone for an hour and kept going, "Why do you follow a dog?
What?
Why does he read
dog?
my? He goes through my Twitters and reads.
Which dog do you follow?
I follow Dahlia.
I'm fucking unfollowing you. Where's my phone?
Do it. Unfollow me.
Do you follow Stanley?
Not yet.
Oh, I'm unfollowing you.
I will follow Stanley.
Care.
So that was one thing, and then I got the other little discrepancy
Somebody
with that other
made
dude.
up Twitter for Stanley years ago.
I thought you did that one.
Fuck you, dude. Have you read those?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
His most recent
things ever.
His most recent one says, "Ha! I'm gonna cost my asshat owner $800 with my rotten ass mouth."
Yeah, I don't want to talk about.
Why don't you try to? Why don't you tell that?
Surgery again?
Hey, why don't you call that person and say, "Hey"?
How do you call someone on Twitter?
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, you can send them a Twitter message.
Listen, Stanley is going to cost me another $800.
For what?
Because his mouth is not healing from all the teeth that they pulled out of his head.
Oh, that's.
And they actually have to do skin grafts.
Do you brush his teeth?
Yeah, but not since he's had the mouth surgery.
Oh, poor
Anyways,
Stanley.
that's
You should get him dentures.
Is he next to you, by the way, Tyler? Is he in there?
I thought he was with you.
You should get him. He's kidding.
Dick.
You should get. Hey, how about this idea? You get Stanley dentures, but get him like human teeth, so he looks like Garfield.
Hello,
That would be awesome. What?
Hold on 1 second.
Why? We don't hold.
Hold.
We are the masters of this domain.
Shadowfang21. He actually is calling in.
No, way.
You're a liar.
Now this time you believed it.
I hate you, Tyler.
I'm 2 for 2.
I hate you, Tyler.
I want to be shocked, man.
Yeah, I want Shadowfang to call us. Hey, if anybody knows Shadowfang on YouTube,
he's the guy whose kid, his brother died.
Yeah,
right.
Please ask him to call us, or Twitter us, or email us.
Hello?
Even though, hey, what's up?
This is our last episode ever, by the way.
It's our second to
I'm gonna
last.
say that.
We have a goodbye episode next week.
Hey, you're not saying the word. You're gone.
If you're gonna call you guys, you need to start talking fast.
I have this crazy intense fascination with female porn.
I didn't understand a word you said except for porn. What? Gosh.
Hello.
What's happening?
Hey, how's it going? I was wondering how I can stop cheating on my wife. I'm like a super sexually charged.
I'll tell you how. Vitamin C. Adios.
Hey.
You're not sexually charged. Every guy is sexually supercharged. You're just a dick. God.
Hey.
There's nothing to how do I stop this? Hey, how do I stop kicking my girlfriend in the throat? I don't know how to stop. Every time I see her face, I want to punch her. You just got to stop.
There's got to be a reason why you're answering the phones, bro.
I know, there is.
Probably
bro.
You're an idiot.
I know I am. But what are you? Ha 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 ha.
Sound like one, dude.
I know.
See what the poor
Hey, smoke some more pot.
Do you see what now? You hang up on
being a screener would suck.
It's awful.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. Stop calling me bro.
Hey, dude, where do you live? Where do you live?
None of your damn business.
I know. Get off the phone, you dude.
No. I like this guy.
Okay, stay on the phone,
hey, man.
douche.
So your wife's probably really hot, right?
She is, yeah. And I have to cheat on her. I've always. Yeah. She kind of traps me in my marriage.
You're probably since she's hot and you're an attractive guy too, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably hard because I mean you're attractive and they come on to you. It's not your fault, right?
You know what, man? I don't think I like you.
Good.
Oh, I was trying to reel you in. Where you're calling from? Like you're down like the South Bay or something, aren't you?
No, I'm actually pretty close to K-Rock's building.
Well, we're not there, so...
Suck it,
Hey,
bitch.
you know what, man? I really don't like you.
Well, why'd you call?
Why are you drunk
I didn't
on a
call
Thursday?
to talk to you. I called to talk to Drew.
Oh, Drew would love you. You're Drew's
I'm
people.
the douchebag that answers the phone.
We're not the douchebags that answer the phone. You're not even on Loveline, you jack fuck. But you know what? You're my favorite caller so far.
Yeah, me too. I like you. Call back next week, please.
Hey guys, Dr. Drew's here. He wants to talk to this guy.
Whose brother is your uncle? Whose brother is your uncle?
What?
Call back next week and talk about your make-believe hot wife that you can't stop cheating on.
Are you planning to move to China and live there?
Maybe he's talking about his hand.
How old are you, man?
Oh, man.
How old are you, man?
Who am I talking to here?
Hey, let's start this conversation over on better
There are like
terms.
4 people here. Who am I
Let's
talking
start this conversation over on better terms.
He's so
okay?
mad. He called us and he's just furious.
Are you a cruel person?
That's true.
Drew?
That's true, yeah.
What would you like for dinner tonight?
I'm Stryker.
Okay.
And I'm Ricky Rockman.
Listen.
Hey, poor man. Pipe up.
Poor man.
Listen.
Say something.
Listen.
What? What up, dude?
I'm calling about sex addicts problems.
I know.
I
He's
can't
yelling
stop
off a cliff.
looking for women.
Honestly, I think it's a power thing, and I think you probably need to go to therapy.
Screw up my marriage. I don't
I
want
know.
them
It's a
calling
power
because I
thing.
don't-
You probably need to go to therapy, and because it's hard.
He just told you to shut up. I think you should
Listen.
respect
You want me to shut up?
Yeah, he told you to
Please.
shut up.
I'm giving.
Please
I started
shut up.
giving serious advice.
You should respect that.
You can't say please shut up.
Listen, man,
That's like an
I'm the caller
oxymoron.
here.
Please shut
I'm
up.
The caller here.
He's the caller.
You're the caller here. That means you're
Mike.
third down on the ladder.
Mike, the caller's
No, no,
always
no,
right.
no.
The
That means
caller's
I'm
always
like
right.
25th down on the
It doesn't
ladder.
mean
I
you're a
called
guest,
once
by the
and
way.
never
It's not like we invited you into our home.
Hold on, and then hung up on me.
Hey,
What a douche that guy is.
I'll say
sure you're
because you're
listening.
because you're
What is that
riveting. Your call is riveting. You need to go to therapy.
Are you from Canada?
You got a
What
head
douche-
injury or
What a
something?
douche that is. Listen, this show is awful. This show is really terrible. I really wish it ended.
People in the chat room love this guy.
It's
All right,
awful.
keep
This
'em on.
guy rules. So listen, man. The best thing that could happen is your wife to catch you as soon as heavenly possible, so that she could leave your ass as quick as possible. Because
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want that to happen.
yeah, what is that accent? Where are you from?
Canada?
Pasadena.
No, but
There's no such thing as a Pasadena accent.
Where are your horrible parents from?
Pasadena, man, and do not call my parents horrible.
Your parents are awful people if they created you. If they produced you, sir, they are terrible, terrible people. Now,
Who said that?
We'll give you the
talking
benefit
now.
of the doubt if you're under the influence of drugs or drunk, but other than that,
Listen, man,
we've been listening.
I'm trying to tell you guys, I have a problem.
I know your make-believe
We're gonna
wife
get
is
you.
super hot, and you can't stop cheating on her because you have such a sex drive, and we can't
Exactly.
relate.
Except for
No,
the make-believe part. I'm
no.
sure you would like to think that she's
No,
make-believe,
I actually
but,
believe.
obviously, whoever said that is not married.
Obviously, I believe you have a wife, and I believe you
how
can't
many
stop
kids
cheating
you have,
on her.
man? Here's where it
But
gets really sad. How many
this
kids
is
you
going to
have?
become devastating to you and to her unless you somehow get help, and I don't know what that help is.
Dude, that's why I'm calling you guys.
Hey, stop yelling at me! I'm trying to help you.
Well, stop talking shit. There's like
I wasn't
4
talking
people
shit. I was
talking
giving you
to me right
advice. I'm fake yelling. Wouldn't that be funny if that was like my demeanor now? I yell at people.
He's still there.
now. Oh, man.
I'm trying to help you.
You're killing me, dude.
Really?
What is that accent?
Yeah, be serious
You're
with
killing me,
here.
dude.
I am being serious. You probably need to get some kind of help through a therapist or some sort of sexual addiction.
Dude, if I could afford therapy, do you think I'd be calling Loveline?
I don't even know what to say to that.
Dude,
Of
from
course you don't.
Pasadena.
It's not a bad. Why don't you get your horrible parents to give you? You're probably an only child, right? You have no brothers.
How
and
can you
sisters.
afford such a hot wife if you can't afford therapy?
How many older brothers and sisters do you have? How many
All right,
sisters and brothers?
that
do you
was not true.
have? You got none, right? You're an
Who am
only
I
child.
talking to here?
You're an only child. Am I correct?
Who am I talking
Am I correct, sir?
Who am I talking to?
Secret.
Attention, caller. You are not on Loveline.
No shit. Well, who am I talking to?
Are you an only child?
Do you wanna order a
I'll
pizza?
answer if you tell me that if you have any brothers or sisters. And if you do, it's one older sister.
Look, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I know
Who
you're
are
a-
you?
You're a terrible person.
Where are you right now
person.
that your wife isn't listening to this?
I'm like 30 feet away from you, right outside the
Oh.
building, waiting for you to come out so I can kick your ass.
Good,
Wow, that'd be
good,
hard ass.
good,
You ever
good.
seen the movie?
Good.
You ever seen the movie Talk Radio?
Yeah.
Oliver Stone movie? It's fucking great.
I'm leaving now, by the way, you guys.
What?
I know. Seriously, I'm going to tell Reggie to...
Pet Reggie for us.
Can you walk me to my car, Reggie?
Reggie needs some food.
Well,
don't feed Reggie.
Yeah, don't bring the security guard food, by the way, when you come over, because he needs to protect us.
Hey, man, I'd love you to be a part of the a regular on the after show, the Loveline After Disaster. Anderson, that's Mike Carano over there. That's Tyler back there. I'd like you to be regular. How about you give us your phone number, off air, of course, and we can hear about all your escapades, and we can live vicariously through you as you cheat on your hot wife.
Well, I do have tons of escapades. I'm getting ready to get into one right now, and I was hoping that you jackasses could help me talk me out of it.
Well, we want you to be on the air every week.
I was hoping to.
Kind of reason not
so
to
give us your number.
Okay, don't do it because you're married, you retard.
No. It's all right. It's not that saying. Marriage is not that great. It's kind of overrated. But I was hoping we could help you as well. But you didn't really work with us. First, what you did is you assumed you were talking to someone who was making minimum wage and answering the phone, which is a terrible, terrible job, my friend. And you were putting them down, yelling at them, and abusing them, which is quite rude. However, I like your style, and your style is terrible. But whoa, that's not him, is it? I wanted his number badly. I wanted him to be a part of the show.
Dude, he's from like Pasadena.
What was that accent?
Probably
It was
find
really weird.
him. His parents are from Pasadena too.
He doesn't sound anything like that.
That's why I live in Pasadena, because everyone sounds like that, and it's really.
Do they really
melodious.
sound like that?
No, I don't know what the hell that was.
That was a weird accent, but I heard it
really
before.
weird.
I heard it before. Did he really just hang up like that?
I don't know.
God damn it! I was gonna sweet talk him too. He was a total typical only child, and I doubt he's even married. Anyways, hey there. Fuck. All right, if you're listening still, which I can imagine you would be, because this was a disaster. I mean, we really proved our name tonight. We need to actually do something, come up with some kind of reason for something next week. We need to have some kind of a semblance of order.
I enjoyed this. I thought this was good.
Really?
Good peppering of calls. Minus
Very
the
few
union
calls.
talk with Mike. I'm going to go back and scrub that out.
Like
Drew, that'd be Drew's favorite part.
Yeah, it would. It would definitely be
Very interesting.
You know what? This is the time of night where the calls are disabled. Like right now, try and call the number, Tyler. Give it a shot. You can hang up on this. This is all. You don't know the number?
No.
It's LOVE 191 1-800 LOVE 191. Yeah. So I don't think we should do the show to this point anymore. We should stop at 1. Well, this was.
Is that dude gone, by the way?
Yeah, he's gone.
Because that kind of freaked me out in a weird way.
What, that he was out front?
Yes.
Dude, he's lying. Yeah, so calls can't come through anymore. Not that we're taking them or relying on them. Anyways, you grab me a beer, buddy? No? All right. And
what's that?
I just called the number. It's this really creepy voice that says, "We're not taking calls at this time.
Dude,
Please call back."
Oh, you know what? If you're still listening, you're in
Wait, he gave his number?
No. We tried to get his number, and he just mysteriously he evaporated into thin air or just became dial tone.
You can't see what the number is he called from?
Here, I'm going to call us on air. No.
Bill 9.
How sad would it be if I didn't know the number? If I messed that up. All right, I'm calling us on our own line. This is good.
We're not taking calls at this time. Please call back during normal show hours.
That guy's drunk.
Wait, so we really can't take calls? Because
No,
there's
because at 1 o'clock, I think it stops.
Oh.
All right, listen, I got to pee and grab a beer. But you're in for a little treat. Tyler, the hotkey at the bottom, I believe it's 55? 5? The one at the bottom that says 5 on it. Play that. That's Trevor. This is Trevor. He's the guy that I did the video for. He's also doing air shifts now over at K-Rock, becoming a K-Rock DJ, which I think
is this
is a
the
terrible
video?
mistake. No, this is his impersonation of Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew doing Loveline way back in the day. It is genius. I doubt we're allowed to play it. We're playing it nonetheless. People need to hear it. Play it.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm going to David. David's got a question about getting a penis piercing. David, you're 23. What's up?
Adam
Carolla.
Anyway, so yeah.
Excuse me, if you will, for 1 second there, David.
Okay.
You know what I hate, Drew? What's that? Library books. All right. Library books are ass.
We are on
Who the
air.
F wants to read stories that some a-hole spilled beer all over, probably
stupid.
jacking off to it? I don't want to effing touch that, Drew. You understand? I know. I don't know if you do. I'm just saying. All right, Engineer Chris, hey, you idiot. I want to fire up some Kenny Rogers. Okay. Yeah. From the 60s, Drew. You heard that one, Drew? No, actually, I haven't. Come on, I just to see what condition my condition was in. Oh yeah. Man's a genius. Well, that's it for Loveline tonight. Till next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, Mahala.
That was pretty awesome.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
Trevor's far too talented to be doing what he's doing.
Where is he?
He's dead. He's moved on. He's
Oh.
passed on.
Well, sorry, I'm still freaked out about that dude that's going to kick my
he's
ass in the parking lot.
He's one of those people who lives in Pasadena
I know.
because they hear
I know.
No. They hear the K-Rock. The K-Rock ID says 1067 Pasadena. They think the K-Rock is actually in Pasadena. They don't realize that it's in.
I'm not really freaked out, but it does make me uncomfortable that somebody threatened to come down here and kick my ass.
Oh, here he is right now. Yeah, come right back here.
Wouldn't that be funny if Reggie let him in and he beat the shit out of me?
I'm here for Loveline.
And I don't even fight back. I'm just like, I deserve it. And then he rapes me because he's so used to cheating.
You sound like a character.
This gets worse and
SNL
worse.
Back in the 70s. What is that you're doing?
With that voice?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My voice or Tyler's voice?
No, this show needs to end. But if you have you hung on this long with us,
If you hung on, I want to say that I appreciate you listening, and I'm sorry I lost my temper.
you didn't. You lost your cool.
I lost my cool, man.
You got really scared. You
I
got.
didn't get really scared. I just wanted. I
I
felt like I was gonna. Now I hope that guy shows up so I can fight him in the parking lot.
Mike, have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah.
Have you ever won a fight?
It's yes. No.
Maybe so.
I don't know. There was no winner in the couple of fights I've been in, but I've been in a lot of I've been in, like, when I get drunk, I somehow think I'm much stronger than I really am.
That's weird because people never do that when.
And I've had no problem confronting people and getting in their face and yelling at people, "Take a swing at me! Take a swing at me, you jerk off!" Like, I got in some guy's face at the Improv, and he wanted to fight me, and I'm like, "Take a swing at me, you faggot!" And the guy's like, "What?" And I go, "Take a fucking swing at me, you asshole!" I go, "You filthy fucking pig!" I go, "Take a swing at me!" And I had a martini in my hand, and I'm just standing there, and then the guy started shaking and left. And I just walked back to my office before I realized what just happened. I was like, that was really stupid. I have my camera on my shoulder, my stupid, super gay apple martini in my hand.
By the way, when you said faggot just now, I cringed and I was offended. So I apologize to all our homophobic listeners.
No, I don't mean gay.
Apologize to our homophobic listeners.
Hey, let me clarify, by the way, because I think that word faggot is hilarious.
I'm apologizing.
I don't mean I don't think
behavior.
faggot has anything to do with homosexuals. I think faggot is like a squirrely
Watch
little
the South
wimpy
Park episode
pussy.
about motorcycles.
Yeah,
about Harleys. Yeah, they did a whole.
I don't. How did faggot become a gay slur anyway?
I don't know.
Because
I like the word gay though.
Now, the faggot,
word faggot
faggot
you know what,
is like
you know
a
what it is?
squirrely little pussy that runs out and starts
Here's
something
the
and then
history
goes
of
and hides.
faggot.
That's what
You're
faggot
probably
is to
gonna
me.
Stop using or liking the word once I tell you this.
Yeah,
this
it's a
history. And I
bundle
wish
of
that
sticks.
Yeah, and they used to burn gays.
I've heard that's not true. I've heard that's actually made up.
I've heard.
What do you mean?
Tyler's a
Who
bullshit.
burned gays?
Yeah,
Who did
my
that?
ancestors. My great
There's
grandfather.
been gays throughout the entire history of the planet.
I don't understand why people would ever dislike gays. It's like more chicks for us. Fantastic. Go bang each other's asses.
Here's the deal.
More
Gay
chicks
men.
for us.
I'm the biggest fan of gay men, and I there's
Wow,
some
that makes you gay,
lesbians that I
doesn't it?
love
If you were
actually
the biggest
lately.
fan, wouldn't you typically
No,
technically be
gay
a
men. Gay men are the best audience. The best. Gay men coming to a comedy show
Only
is
if you're
the
Kathy
best
Griffin.
across the board. No, they are the best audience. They laugh the most. They're polite. They're gentlemen, and they tip. And they have a good ass time. Lesbians,
good ass time.
Opposite.
Lesbians are angry. because
Angry, not having a good time.
They're missing a part of their body.
And guess what? At least 2, probably 3 of my ex-girlfriends are lesbians, and I'm also friends with a lot of lesbians.
But it's like the
You're
opposite.
lesbian.
It's a bad part of being a lesbian. It's not bad for you. It's like
Yeah.
it's cool if they were lesbians and you turn them straight for a little while, but like they became lesbians after they dated you, right? So that's
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel bad.
Here's what I need to say, real quick. If you're still listening to this, there's probably 2 or 3 people who are still listening. You need to go to lovelineshow.com and go to our little website or our section there where you can comment. And comment.
Why are you slamming the show and then asking people to comment on how horrible it is?
Because I need them to give us direction.
I think this is the best show we've ever had.
No, it's awful. Tell us give us some topics that you would like us to maybe talk about or discuss. Have some questions on there. We can take on-air questions.
That would be good.
Go there and help us out. And let's start.
Hey, is that film strip on your arm the lower film strip, like a different type of? Is that 16 millimeter?
Yeah, I got 16 and 35.
Okay, got it.
I'm really freaked out too because I have to go to Warner Brothers next week, and
they're gonna think you stole their logo.
No, what?
I don't know.
They're possible.
I don't even know what that meant
for the Film Vault, and
really,
I have to talk to them. Yeah.
Wow.
And they've never heard the show.
Awesome.
They're going to listen to the show, and then I have to go have lunch with these.
That is awesome.
Studio executives who are going to be horrified and disturbed and just trying to get out of the meeting. I'm sure once they hear.
I think that's awesome.
Off on the
Congratulations.
Hey, sponsor this show?
No,
Sweet.
not this show. We don't have a sponsor for the show yet.
If you want to follow me on Twitter, I will try.
Yeah, Tyler had a great idea. We have 90 seconds here.
To be more entertaining.
Tyler had a great vision for the future of this show. Yeah? That is like big name guests like rolling up to Loveline right as Loveline's ending.
Okay, I don't want to.
Great would that be?
You guys, I swear.
How great would that be?
No, here's the problem is, I swear to you, I planned this like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I'm just gonna ask Judd Apatow to come down here at 11:50 and just come in at the end of the show and then come into our show and we just blow right by Dr. Drew and Mike.
Let's bring in Bobcat or something.
Bobcat will definitely do it. I hope. But Judd, I thought, I'm just gonna call Judd and go, could you just do me this favor once and come down here? And I don't know if he would do it or not, but I think he would. And I just thought it'd be so awesome to have him or somebody even better that I had in mind to come down and just cruise in at the end of Loveline. All right, you guys, thank you very much for listening. Mike Carano.
Wow, that was way too quick.
Check out MikeCarano.com. 5 minutes with Mike. I have nothing to sell or offer.
Follow both of us on Twitter, Tyler as well.
And this is Mike singing, by the way. Is this available anywhere or not?
People want this song, by the way. They want us to.
It's on my website.
We play it on the fucking internet every night. Just steal it.
It's on MikeCarano.com. MikeCarano.com. It's my sister playing drums. She's awesome.
I thought it was Meg White.
It's who?
It's not Meg White playing drums? You liar.
No, it's my sister.
You got wasted with me a few weeks ago, and you're like, yeah, that's Meg White on drums.
I never said that.
Yeah, you totally did.
No, lesbian. I would never say that. I don't even know who Meg White is.
And 310-995